What's good word, everyone? I'm Kenny Varner, the owner of SportsBooks.com. Today we are looking at the New Orleans Saints from the NFC South as we preview every single team in the NFL, and it's right every single team right up here on my YouTube channel. Check out any team you want at any time. See what our thoughts were in August. Keep these videos, watch these videos, like these videos, and see how we're doing come September. Because we're not predicting what they're going to do. We're giving our feelings of the teams we have here in August. So with this team, I have to start with the head coach because he was my head coach as the Raiders, with Dennis Allen, who's 24 and 46 forever. He's 16 and 18 here at New Orleans. A lot of mediocre, and there's nothing but mediocrity throughout this team. But let's start with Derek Carr. How he ended the season just gives you great hope. But he always does that. What am I talking about? I'll let you know what I'm talking about in a minute. Before, I need to tell you about SportsBooks.com. I highly recommend checking us out. The link is in the description. But go to our SportsBooks.com site. Money management and psychology videos up there. A must watch for each. While you're there, you can pick up a sports package. Our best deal is the NFL college combo, because then we give you everything else for free through February, through the Super Bowl. All right, so Derek Carr, inconsistent, down the stretch, 4-1, 14-2 touchdown to interception ratio. Now, is this because the season's over and there's no pressure? Derek Carr is just an enigma. I just don't know what to say. When we look at their offensive line, well, what I want to say before I talk about their offensive line is it's about this 157th offensive coordinator that Derek Carr has to go through. Some people get a break and can get to a good level with their OCs. Some people just get change after change after change. Derek Carr could have been a better quarterback in the NFL than he is. But now, you got to say he is what he is. He's decent. Decent at best right now. When you have an offensive line that, let's just say they're more than lacking. I'll put it that way. 3 starters are gone. Are they going to be able to run the ball? Well, this is a team, the New Orleans Saints, that they did not have one running back. Taysom Hill excluded on the special type, weird type plays. Awesome, good for him. But no running back had a run for 20 yards or more. That's cray. Come on, you gotta. But it's all Derek Carr's fault. Okay, Chris Olave, Rashid Shaheed, tight end Juwan Johnson. They're fine. They're solid. They got enough pieces. A lot of teams have pieces though. Can they get consistent? And if they can't run the ball, just because running backs don't matter doesn't mean that you don't need running backs. Does that make sense? I hope that does to point spread people out there. It really should. The name on the back, if you're paying too much for the name on the back, you're going to be on the struggle bus. Now, this is a team that this is a bad defense. The only thing that saved them was 29 takeaways, being plus 11, which was second in the NFL at a plus 11 mark. You know, you can say you forced turnovers, you can do all that you want, but this was what I consider a fake top 10 defense, scoring defense. They were top 10 in the league, and it's really because they forced 29 takeaways. I mean, there's a fine line between this is what they're going to do every year, take the ball away 29 times, and a defense that got a little fortunate. With this one, I think it's a little bit of both. This front seven is going to be a question. I think their stats are fake. So when you just look through box scores and stats, I don't see it. Now, you got solid cornerbacks with Lattimore and Adebayo. Adebayo? Yeah, okay. Easy for me to say. And you know what? They might have a solid secondary, but the truth is, you gotta go from the line out, offense and defensive lines. And what do they have? They have 3 stars off their offensive line that couldn't run the ball at all. And are they going to get better? Way up in the air. The front 7 is going to make this good secondary look worse than it really is. So you have a bad defense that's going to regress. I don't have great hopes for this team. They're over 7.5 is -115. Under 7.5 is -115. That's probably about right. 7, 8 wins, 6 wins. I mean, 6-11 is bad, I guess. I mean, I'm not saying they won't be competitive. They got the NFC East and the AFC West. So that means you get the Broncos, Raiders, Giants, and Washington. Teams that are supposed to be down. So but overall, their schedule is actually kind of tough, as they got Cleveland, Rams, at Green Bay as their other 3. It's not the easiest going forward. So as far as the Saints go, I think you're going to have a team that's going to be consistently inconsistent like they usually are. Dennis Allen, not a fan of to put a game away. Derek Carr, just in games that are going to be close all the time, never has been given the good opportunity of having just a good coaching staff for any length of time. The one time he did, he gets hurt. And now he's more injury prone nowadays. So it's not the greatest situation. Now, I can't root for injuries, but if Rattler gets a shot, if injuries come in and Rattler gets a shot, I think this could turn into more of an interesting team because I'd like to see what he has. I wasn't a fan when he was at Oklahoma very much. At South Carolina, I think he did some good things that just went under the radar just because he played for South Carolina. And so I think a jury would be out on this guy, and we'll see how he goes going forward. We know what we have in Derek Carr. We're going to have an 8, 9, 7-win team and an inconsistent team. You're going to have exciting plays from Chris Olave, Rashid Shaheed, fine. But overall, I think you're going to look for inconsistencies from the New Orleans Saints in maybe the weakest division in the NFL. All right, we'll see you guys in the next video. Now remember, sportshatballs.com is the name of my site. Check out all the links in my description. We'll see you in the next video, and let's make money.